Hey guys, today we're going to be creating this 8x8 90s retro style banner. It's like a house party theme. I'm going to show you how I created it in Canva, and then you guys can recreate it and put your own spin on it and then sell them because these sell really well and you can make a really good profit on these, and I'll show you how. I will also be showing you how to do a quick mock-up at the end that you can post on social media and things like that. So the first thing we're going to do is we need an 8x8 background. So you're going to go to your home screen of Canva and you're going to click on the plus sign at the bottom and hit custom size. Then you're going to change the units to inches. Now in Canva, they have a size restriction. So an 8-foot by 8-foot banner would be 96 by 96 inches. But you'll see when we type in 96 inches here, it's not going to let us because they have a cap on how big you can do something. So what you do is you cut it in half. It still prints perfectly fine and vibrant. I have a lot of event planner clients that I do banner designs for, and they print these just fine. Okay, so you're going to do 48 by 48, and you're going to create the design. And then when you go to order it, you can still order an 8x8 with this banner. Okay, so 48 by 48, we're going to have this square image here. Now I'm going to start with the background. I'm going to make it a hot pink, but I want to click on gradient at the bottom, and I'm going to make it like this, but I want to click on that bluish purple color and I'm going to make it more like that, a little more vibrant. So we have that beautiful gradient going on. And then I'm going to grab my model. Okay, here's the model I'm going to be using. I created her in AI. I'm just going to remove the background. I'm going to put her over here for now, and I might add a filter or do some different things with her. And then I am going to get my lettering going. That's going to be the focal point of the banner, so I want to do that first, and we're going to do that in Text Studio. So let's go over there. Okay, now I'm in Text Studio, and just at the top, I'm going to just type in graffiti. And you'll see they have a ton of different ones here. If you do not have the pro version of Text Studio, you can't use any of the ones with the little crown in the corner because those are pro elements or text elements. I do have the pro version, but I am going to choose something free here so that everybody can use what I'm using if you're recreating this. So we're going to choose this one here that says grunge. That's a free one. And I'm just going to, in all caps, and I'm going to do 2 words because of the placement on Canva. I'm going to type in house party. I don't know why it puts that little square underneath the letter O, but I'm going to get rid of that when we put it in Canva. So then I'm going to go to the second tab over, and you'll see the gradient in the middle here. It's gray and white. I want to change it. So I'm going to click on the little gray circle, and I'm going to make that like a hot pink. And then I'm going to go over to the white end, and I'm going to make that like a yellow. Okay, it looks orange, but we're going to apply a filter in Canva, and it's going to brighten it up. So I'm going to leave it like that, and I'm going to download it here using that arrow and PNG transparent. Okay, it's going to ask me if I want to save it. I'm going to hit download, and then we're going to download this to our phone or device, whatever you're working on, and then we're going to upload it into Canva. Okay, now I'm back in Canva, and I'm going to grab my letters. Okay, here's the text that we just made. I'm going to crop this out first, and I want to get rid of that little notch below the O because I don't like it. It's bothering me. So I'm going to click on Magic Eraser, and it doesn't have to be super clean because we're going to place text right underneath here. So I'm just going to get rid of the bulk of it. You might have to play a little bit with it. That's okay for now. Okay. Like that. Then I'm going to duplicate it, and I'm going to remove that crop, uncrop it, and then crop out the house. Okay. And I'm going to put it like that. So you see it didn't really matter how that magic erase went. And then I'm going to go down to filter at the bottom, click on warm, and then the second one over, Capri. Click on that, and you see it brightened it up. Click on Capri again. And then you can even go over to adjust and up the saturation if you wanted to. take it a step further, just a little. Then I'm going to put her name there. You don't have to put a name there. You can just put house party if you want to. I'm going to put text, and I'm going to type out Mariah's. So it'll say Mariah's house party. I'm going to make it white. I'm going to change the font to bright retro, but you can use whatever font you want. And then I'm going to go down to Effects, click on Outline, make it black, and then up it like about there. Okay. Now I'm going to grab some balloons. Let's do, I'll type black and yellow balloons, but I'm going to grab the yellow first. I'm going to apply a filter down at the bottom, but I'm going to bring it down a notch, like a half of a filter. Okay, I'm going to send that to the back. Might play with that a little bit more. Then I'm going to go into Elements, and I'm going to type in cassette, because we're going for like a 90s vibe, right? So I'm going to use this first one here. Again, I'm applying a filter. The filter is what makes it really pop. Okay, and then I'm going to put it, crop the bottom there like that. And now I'm going to go into Elements, and I'm just going to type in 90s. And then click on Graphics, and we're going to use some of these, old school retro type elements. And just put them, place them wherever on your banner. So let's get the CD. Then you can go over here and you can change the colors on the CD. So I want it to match more of the colors that we have going on. So I'm going to click on that. It's like a, I don't know, like an orangey red color. And I'm going to instead do a color match by clicking on the color wheel and then clicking on the little dropper on the right. And I'm going to match it to the pink in this wording here. And then I'm going to click Done. So you see how it changed the pink in the CD to match the wording? That's how I want it. And then I'm going to click on the teal color, and I'm going to make it a brighter turquoise, like something like that. I'm going to bring that down here like that. Then I'm going to grab this cassette, and I'm going to duplicate it. And I'm just going to put a couple down here by staggering them like that. Okay, so starting to come together. And then I'm going to grab some black balloons. I'm going to use this one here. I'm going to put this over by her, but I'm going to send it back by going to the bottom position and to the back. And then I'm going to duplicate it and put one over here as well and put that also to the back. Then I'm going to grab some retro TVs that I made in AI. So I made these here. You can make these on any AI program. And I'm going to remove the background. I'm going to put them off to the side over here like this, and then I'm going to send them backwards. Position, and I'm going to hit backwards until it goes behind the letters like that. And now I'm going to just kind of move things around a little bit so they look better. Okay, I'm going to move that CD over to about here. And I'm going to move these cassette tapes over a little bit so we can see more of the TV. Okay. Now I'm going to go back into Elements, and I'm going to type in 90s again and hit Graphics. And I'm going to get a couple of these little retro looking, I'm going to apply a filter to make them brighter. And we're just going to kind of place them around. Okay, I'm going to grab some sparkles. and also go and change the coloring on this like we did with the CD. I'm gonna make it more of a hot pink and more of a brighter yellow. I'm just clicking on each color dot down here of what color the sparkles are, and then you click on the teal, and I'm changing the sparkles to make them a little more vibrant. And we're just putting them around in different spots wherever you think it'll look good. Okay, like this. Like this. Duplicate it again. Put one here. I'm going to go back into Elements and grab maybe this. Just grab some cute, 90s style elements. And then let's take a look. And then I'm just going to add a couple of twinkles here and there to make it pop. So I'm going to go into Elements and type in Sparkle. And you can grab whatever one you think looks good. I'm going to go ahead and grab this one. Bring it down. And I'm going to hit some here, like on there. I'm going to duplicate it and bring it down here, just to kind of make it pop a little bit. Okay, and you can make her, you can make her bigger, you can make her smaller, however you want her to fit on your banner. I'm going to make it like this because I like her shoes, and I think they go with the whole aesthetic of this whole 90s vibe. So I would leave it like that. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to save it, and then I'll show you how to do a mock-up. Okay, so now I'm just going to duplicate another square right next to the banner we just made, and I'm going to go down to the color, and I'm just going to make it a solid white. You will have to save this first, so you would go up here and click download, and then you would just up all the way, your sizing all the way. That's going to help with the quality of the print, because we did have to cut the sizing in half. So you're going to up your resolution right here, bring it all the way to the max, and then save it. Okay, click download, and it'll save to your device. Then you're going to re-upload it into Canva. We have our white background here, and now we're going to grab it. Okay, so now here we have our banner that we made. And what you can do when you're sharing this, on your page for your clients or whatever, what you can do to make it look a little more realistic is go to Elements, click on Elements, and then search the word poll. And I'm just going to find like this one right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it a little thicker, like about here, and then I'm going to crop it because it's too tall. So we're going to go to crop, and bring it way down. Okay, to about here. Duplicate it. Put one on the other side. And then we're going to go back into Elements, and we're going to grab those same balloons that we used just a little bit ago. Grab some black ones. Send those to the back, position, and go backwards. Duplicate it. Put some on the other side and put it all the way in the back. And then grab some yellow ones. Right there. Duplicate that. And leave them here. Okay, you can also position them if you want in the back. Those yellow balloons, if you want to send them backwards, you can. I'm going to leave them to the front and the black ones in the back. And now you have a cute little mock-up for your banner. And this is something that you would post on social media for marketing, and just post it as part of your portfolio. When you start posting your work, people just start coming forward and asking you, hey, what else can you do? Can you do one for this theme? Can you do one for that theme? So when you have a mock-up, like I said in the tutorial yesterday for the t-shirts, when you have a mock-up that is on point and it looks good, people are going to come forward. Even if this is not their theme, they're going to come forward and ask if you can do a different theme. So that's it, guys. Take this and run with it. Get in Canva and put your own flair on this. I will be adding this template. If you have my bundle already, if you guys are a premium bundle owner, I'm going to add it in there today for free, just as a bonus. So I'll put it in your folder today if you guys want to work on that or play around with it. But get in Canva and create your own and put your own flair on it, and then come back to the group and share it, because I love to see your guys' work. Okay, so I'll see you guys in the next tutorial.